Okay, I'm going to have another go at recording this. I apologize about the other day. I had recorded a tutorial, but I found when I had uploaded it to YouTube that it was too long and consequently it wouldn't run. So I'm going to try and record it as a shorter file that I need to get a move on. So, I wanted to show you how to use the alignment feature in MetatexisAlignment. So I'm going up to the MetatexisAlignment menu here, and I'm going to choose Alignment. And before you can use this feature in MetatexisAlignment, you need to create an alignment project. So, new project. I'm going to call it Microsoft, for reasons that will become clear in a moment. And you can see that what it's asking me is the name of my source file. So I've got a couple of short files here, just so that I can illustrate the features. So that's my French file, so I need to tell the program the language, so French France. I then need to specify the target language file. And again specify the language, so this time English UK, and then I'm going to initialize the alignment project. Now I also need to give it a file. MetatexisAlignment has a peculiar file format for its alignment files, so I'm going to call it Microsoft. And essentially what it's going to do, it's spotted that WordFast is live on my system and it's offering to deactivate it. I'm going to allow that. This is just a temporary deactivation. It means that you don't get any conflict with the shortcuts that are used by the two programs. I'm using Word 2007 here, and it actually runs rather more slowly on 2007 than it does in 2003. Asking me if I want to activate the project. Yes, I do. And you can see that what it's now done is it's segmented the two texts and it presents them in two windows side by side, source text on my left, the translated text on my right. And you have a number of buttons up here which enable you to move down the texts to check that each segment is properly aligned. And then you have some other buttons at the top here. The kind of operations that you can perform on these segments, or it is not unusual to find with your alignments that you sometimes end up with blank lines. Well, you can delete those, as you can see there. There may be times to satisfy the alignment when you want to insert an empty line. That's an option as well. More usually, though, the two kind of operations are combining two segments or separating segments at the cursor position. And these options are available on both sides, so in the source text and the target text. So it's just a matter of working your way down the file. So each segment is visible in the lower window, and you can check that the alignment is as you would expect. Now, I've previously done this, so I'm satisfied that the segments are okay. So, having aligned the files, what I'm going to want to do is integrate these aligned files into a translation memory. That's the button bar at the bottom. It asks for confirmation, and what I'm going to do is create a new translation memory. So I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Microsoft TM. It reinforces the point that hopefully by now will be reasonably clear to you. You can have more than one translation memory. So you could have a translation memory that is thematically based. You could have a legal one, a medical one, and so on. So having created my translation memory, I'm clicking on the Integrate button, and what that will do is take those aligned segments and import them into a translation memory. It's looking here for confirmation. I'm accepting all the defaults, and I'm going to start importing. Okay, that's been successful. And what you can now see here on screen is the MetatexisAlignment database center. So this is we're actually looking at the translation memory that we have just created and into which we have imported the data from our two aligned segments. And essentially that's all there is to it. You've got these little VCR controls down here, so you can work through your translation memory. And another nice feature about this the database center is that you can search for items. So if I'm looking for the word Schritt, you can see basically that it's gone through that translation memory. It's found that there are two instances of that word Schritt. There's one, it's helpfully highlighted in yellow, and there's the other one. So that's one of the features I quite like about the MetatexisAlignment translation memory, is that translation memory is searchable. And that becomes quite interesting if you have a very large translation memory. And we will be working with quite large ones in the run-up to assignment 2. Now I'm going to stop here and hopefully successfully upload this to YouTube. Failing that, I'll put it onto the university server tomorrow.